child, so will I.
Well,
If I'm the only one that has to act like a grown-up, I absolutely will
I
not.
got snacks though.
No.
Oh, it's all good. She got snacks.
I got
Oh man, wait, I have to adult? No, fuck that.
I'm fine with being the only adult in the room, but when I am the only adult in the room, I give up.
I am adult.
Right.
I am adult.
You can say that about everyone in this room.
In the background.
You could say that about everyone in this room.
I can be adult.
Maybe not this one, though.
I'm the only one that tries to steal to my dignity when I'm around most of the guys. You think you guys are bad? Hang around Brady and those dudes for even like an hour.
What Colin and Dakota would say if they heard this conversation
About
being adults.
Oh, they would laugh.
They would say, "Y'all still play D&D."
Colin is a Twitch streamer.
Colin can't talk.
Yeah, I know Colin can't talk, but
And Dakota dressed up as an Australian man and did a video with his wife for the youth pastor system, in which he probably did the most offensive Australian
What?
accent.
There.
It's on the right side.
Was it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, hey guys, welcome to Ithalian After Hours. It's been a really long time. Really long time since we've done this. That was my fault. So last time we left off, it was in session 6, and session 5, excuse me. And now we're already back at session 13. So we've missed a few sessions of Ithalian After Hours.
Just a few.
Just a few. So we're
Not just
gonna...
that. Session 14 is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or rather, we're recording it tomorrow. It's probably going to take me like a month to do it.
Or
But
3.
yeah.
So usually what we do is we talk about what happened after the previous session. But since we've missed the last 8 sessions, we're just gonna do like a
Full recap.
full recap pretty much. I wanted all of our players to be here today so we can answer questions and all that stuff, but unfortunately due to schedules not everyone is here. But who I do have here, if you guys want to introduce who you are, which characters you play, even though it's session 13, you'll hopefully know that by now. But anyway, so who is all here today with us?
Even though it's session 13 and you probably would have watched the main episode first.
Right.
And the first 5 other episodes.
Right. So anyway, today we have here, if you're not going to do it, I'm going to do it. I have Nate, Levi, and Nick with us today. A few of the players. So guys, it's been a really long time since we've done talking without, we talked about
Without
the
being
sessions.
in character?
We
Yeah.
talked earlier today.
Yeah. I talked last night. Well,
Okay, well, it's been a while since we've talked about the campaign without being in the campaign. If that makes any sense. Does that make sense? Sort
To
of?
an extent.
To an extent?
Just had a stroke trying to understand that. Nah, I'm just kidding. It made sense.
So what do you think has been happening since the last... I don't even know what we did in session 5. I think in session 5, that was when we first got introduced to the fact that there was an arsonist.
Mm-mm.
no.
Yes, it is. Because in session 5 questions, I asked you guys how we were going to figure out how to find the arsonist. And then, what else?
We just arrived.
Yeah. And then that's when we met Barack as well.
Oh, yeah.
And then that is also when Daphne did not lose control for the very first time. So that was way back when in session 5.
Because
So-
that was when we first reached 3rd level.
Yeah. So now
Are still 3rd level.
we're still 3rd level. We're getting close to 4th level.
Third level was a bit more recent than that.
No.
I thought.
No, it was
I think
because
so.
when he got control over his Lycan
Yeah.
form, that was when he got his subclass, which is 3rd level.
Jaren,
for
we
Blood
need more
Hunters.
XP.
That's... Come on.
So we've gone through a lot since then. We've gone through leaving the caravan, finding the arsonist.
Dealing with a cave of gnolls.
Exactly. Oh, going through the
Prison of the Held Mind.
Prison of the Held
there we go.
Mind.
Wasn't that
I
later?
forgot about that.
Yeah, that
no,
was.
that was like gnolls, prison, arsonist.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we
Also,
did a couple side things.
alongside the Knoll Cave, I believe that was when we fought the Eldritch Vulture
Uh-huh.
and the
Yes.
big fleshy mass.
Well, there were so many things. The Prison of the Held Mind. That was a couple sessions. But then there was so much happening.
Three?
Like Brock,
Oh,
Sokka
okay.
killed Brock. What else happened? There was just
In
so
the prison
much
or what?
in the prison. There was just
I can recap it.
Daston hates.
recap it for us. What
Daston
happened?
just hates divination wizards now.
Big spoilers.
Okay. Since I'm probably the only one here who was at all the sessions.
Oh yeah, I watched.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
No,
betting
I
any.
missed one.
I
I'm
missed
betting
one
anyone
because I was
listening
out of
to
stream.
this
Yeah.
talking about future events is probably like, what the fuck is happening?
So, we entered the Prison of the Held Mind. We then proceeded to find a map that was not exactly accurate. Created,
Oh.
yeah. Created one plan to try to go through it and find everyone. Did not work out. We immediately went into the slaughterhouse where we were confronted by a Yogur, which we then snuck around and then eventually killed because he found out about us. We proceeded to then find Care in the Library of the Lulled.
Mm-hmm.
After meeting up with him, we also did find out that the Jaeger companion with
Not to be confused with Yoga. Yogurs and
Yeah.
Jaegers are their own thing, and it's really confusing.
the
It's a
Jaeger
Homer
companion
thing.
we entered this prison with was a doppelganger, and we met the real one.
And that was confusing because we didn't know who to believe at that point, and then we
Well,
just let them fight it out.
Yeah,
I
but
just
we
kind of
sorted
went,
it
hey,
out.
you have cool abilities. I haven't seen your your stuff yet. I trust that one.
Yeah.
That's legit my mindset when that happened.
Sorted that out. We then proceeded to skirt by a chimera with some difficulties.
The Jaeger and the Chimera is gonna live happily ever after together.
We then proceeded into the Dark Ages room where we met a tiny little robot who then led us to across the way into the orphanage where we picked up Coil.
Oil.
And then from there we proceed to save him from being drowned and from evil child spirits.
Yep.
Ran through the right-hand wall from when we entered into the Faithbreaker to pick up Cedric,
Cedric.
where Care had a voice from Varkin, who is the owner of the Prison of the Held Mind,
But it wasn't
telling him
him
to finish his
himself.
project. It was a projection of Varkin.
Yeah.
Telling him to pick up his project, which Care agreed to,
Mm-hmm.
which that was the trade deal for Cedric. Got him out. We went to...
We picked up papers on the way out.
Well, yeah, we went to the old
Yeah.
ways from there. And we left there. And yeah, after the old ways, we just left, and
We got out.
that's the recap of Prison of the Held Mind.
Prison of the Held Mind. And then we went and got an arsonist. We painted the cart with flames.
A very wise choice.
Ugh.
The caravan that we were in gave us the one of their carts, and
Without the top on.
without like the cover, and they also gave us 3 buckets of magical paint: black, silver, and orange.
And yellow, I believe, right?
Orange, yellow.
Orange,
There's only
yellow.
3 big.
Okay.
Gold.
So, Cedric wanted flames. That was the only idea that was really tossed out. So
Doesn't mean we had to do it.
Halcyon agreed. So I'm like, well, someone has to stay here and watch the cart while they all go and get horses. I turned to Cedric, if you buy me enough time, I can paint the cart for a small price.
What did he pay you?
Like 10 gold. I'm like, yeah, sure, painted with flames or 10 gold.
Gold.
So I painted the cart flames. It was a black to silver gray gradient from the front to back, and then the flames covering it.
You guys do realize that the heinous 8 is still out there, right?
But they don't know we escaped.
Yeah, they don't know they escaped,
But-
and if we just overshoot any expectation, they're gonna expect a normal cart, but not this.
You do
No
not
one-
realize.
If we make enough tracks, they can't track us.
You do realize every person we meet, we introduce ourselves.
No, not recently.
Almost. Well, when we met the Big Bird Man.
Well, Big Birdman's no threat. We probably
That's what
could have
we
murdered him.
think.
We could have murdered him and took all of his stuff.
That's what.
Besides, we never gave the name to the thief.
That's true. Okay,
She
so
just knows us as an eclectic bunch that has a flaming cart.
yeah.
Flaming
So-
card of awesomeness.
Oh my gosh, we can talk about that later. So, kind of speaking about the heinous 8, what is your guys' thoughts about that?
Dude, I almost picked a fight because they threw shirts on the muddy floor.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dawson doesn't like them.
No. Like, I'm trying to do my job here. Clean up these clothes.
I was the one who was about to throw hands, not you.
Oh, I stared one
he
down.
was about to throw hands.
Oh well.
No, I stared one down.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. That was the first time I think Sokka was like, alright, well, this guy's not so bad. Let me step up with
Yeah,
him.
I'm like,
Let me get your back.
Don't disrespect my clothes. Well, these people's clothes.
You almost threw hands?
If I remember correctly, I could be wrong.
No, our first interaction because you just kept saying, "Hey, don't get the clothes wet."
That's right.
What
Because
was it our
I
second
was too
interaction?
busy trying to hide Cedric.
Mhm.
Yes. So when do we have another interaction with them?
The only other interaction we had with the Heinous 8 was
The overnight
coming
watch.
out of
The Knoll Cave.
no
Yes.
2 interactions. One was them running through the city, taking Cedric, Karen, Coyle.
Uh huh.
The one after that was coming out of the prison of the Held Mind into their sleeping camp.
Oh yeah, where we were like, this is a trap. This is not a trap. What do we do?
You just stopped out of there. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's true. What about you, Coyle?
There are heinous, and there are 8 of them.
That was astounding.
I know. No,
Honestly, if his pants weren't brown, they probably would be.
they are gray. No, so, Coyle doesn't really have, like, any profound views. He just, all he knows is that these are people we are supposed to avoid, they are dangerous, and they are bad.
I mean, that's pretty. I mean, if you think about it from like a kid's point of view, it's just these bad men that are trying to.
We have
take
probably
us over.
all 3 of our characters so far has probably scarred him for life.
Oh, 100%.
What have I done?
That's true.
Oh, I
You're
can
right.
think, but I'm not gonna spoil it, because that's for a future session.
Huh?
Even though we've already spoiled enough as is, guys.
Well, I mean, don't upload this until like you have all the other 13 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, people are gonna have to go back and watch it.
Watch,
Watch-
work faster.
Yeah.
Well, when people go
Work
back,
faster.
when people go back
Work
and
faster.
watch it, shut the
Well-
fuck you out. When people go back, Bleh. When people go back and watch it, they're still gonna be confused,
Well,
even if they watch it
the
directly as it came out or afterwards, because they're gonna think, "Oh, session 5. What's next? Session 6. Let's watch this." They're not gonna think, "Oh,
We'll just
let's
put
watch
it-
up to session 13," and then go way back to session 6.
You can label it to.
Well, we'll say
as-
spoiler alert.
Or they're gonna be like, "Were you retarded?"
A little bit.
Just
we-
a bit.
You're not wrong, but still.
We'll just label this as
You didn't have
session
to say it.
13 Ithalian After Hours. And
Yeah.
we'll call it good.
6 through 13, that works.
Yeah. Spoiler
just put it
alert.
that way.
Yeah.
Then they'll watch up to 13.
That works.
Alright, yeah. And we'll put a disclaimer. Spoiler alerts, obviously.
Pardon our stupidity.
Pardon life. Anyway, but, okay. So the Hanging Eight are... They're little turds.
They're out there.
Yeah.
They're honestly, in my opinion, I think everyone's making a much bigger deal about them than they actually are.
Yeah.
That's
definitely.
until we have to go fight them.
Who
Yeah.
says we ever have to go fight them?
Yeah.
That's true. Well, you
Just because
guys.
they're there does not mean we have to pick a fight with them.
Well, have you met us?
Yeah, and I'm trying not to be last campaign.
Fight
Yeah.
it until it dies.
Yeah.
Hit it until it dies.
Hit it till it dies. Cast fireball until it dies.
So we kind of went over about the person of the held mind. So we already kind of talked about it, but what did you guys kind of think about it? It was weird for me. Like, I think half the time Sokka was just like, I have no idea what's going on, but if
Yeah,
I
because
follow...
you murdered a party member.
Okay, you know what? We don't need to talk about that. That was an accident.
You don't need
How
to
was
get it off
I
your
supposed
chest.
to know I was gonna crit on it?
You also went into a rage.
Okay, well, he was making
Didn't
me
you attack
upset.
on Reckless?
No.
Well,
was that noise? Oh.
she already had advantage because he was not paying attention.
I didn't know that, and did I crit? I didn't mean to.
Well, you did, and then you murdered him.
Did I swing for the decapitation? I didn't mean
I
it.
Did I swing to hit him in the head? Cave in his skull?
I didn't mean to turn his bones into ash.
I didn't mean to liquefy his bones.
Okay, well, she brought him back. It's fine.
Somehow.
She's got some weird agreement with the gods, evidently.
That is not an agreement.
No.
That was more like you stealing his soul and then just saying, deal with it.
Potion of bone hurting juice.
Sokka and Zenro are gonna be such great friends.
Sure.
For context, if we haven't explained before, Zenro was his character from the last campaign he played. A
Half-elf warlock.
Raven Queen, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who?
Raven Queen UA archetype.
Was I don't
Yeah.
think Raven Queen was it?
Yeah.
Weird. I thought it was might have been made official later, but
Yeah. Well, just for context, do you want to explain kind of what happened at the finale of our last campaign, and that's why Sokka...
if needed, I can explain it.
Go for it.
So the, big bad evil guy, yes, that is the actual term for it, was a powerful spellcaster named Nilvac, who had a plan to basically take all of the planes of existence in Ithalian and crush them together into one. He's trying to copy my hand gestures.
No,
as
I'm
he's
not. I'm
speaking.
trying to, like, why are we talking about campaign 1 when this is about campaign 2?
To give
For context.
backstory.
Facts to context.
I mean, well, yeah, but, like, we can go over that later.
Just
I mean,
finish.
and the last fight we had was on this giant platform, I believe, like a mile up into the sky.
Yeah.
That broke into several pieces, so we all had to.
Pretty much we fought it until he
It was
went
700.
back to the...
We fought
It
him.
was 700 feet.
Yeah, we fought him. We killed him. In the end.
And then, well, he went back to the different planet of his plane of existence, and then...
Well, he's dead.
No,
No.
We severed him from godhood and then we killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no.
He ain't
Yeah.
coming back.
No.
Yeah, he dead. Unless some idiot casts True
Resurrection.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that means Zenro went...
I'm so
And
glad the DM's
he's-
not doing with us because he's like probably like, I have an idea.
There's probably so many facts that we're butchering.
I know.
Because we remember parts of it.
Yeah. So
To be
pretty
fair, that
much,
was like almost a year ago.
Zenro's the angel of death, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
How would you explain it?
In terms of Greek mythology, Thanatos.
Okay.
He is the harbinger of the underworld, I believe.
Yeah. So that's why when Sokka killed Brock and Sokka went into the veil, she pulled out
Mhm.
Brock's soul.
And that was the voice that Sokka
Yeah.
heard
Yeah.
saying, don't do that again.
And she was like, I might have to. Can't promise anything.
I have no...
Yeah, if I recall correctly, the veil is supposed to be like a purgatory going down the river Styx type
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah. So prison of the Held Mind was an interesting place that we do not want to go back to.
Yeah.
I do.
I mean, yeah, I'll probably join you on that.
But like my
I'll
thing
take
is
over work and
that
stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Care.
Heck yeah.
He made an agreement with the person that ran the prison that held mind. I mean, I don't know. I don't know much about Care, and he hasn't shared a lot of his backstory.
No.
yet.
Sokka has overshared with him.
I know.
No, in all honesty, like out of character, I actually don't know much about his own backstory either.
Yeah. I'm just waiting. I'm just
He's given
waiting.
like tidbits, like who his parents are,
I can probably pick apart a lot of it.
the facts that how Yuan Ti are treated in the world.
Yeah.
Because if I recall correctly, they have their own lore specific to the setting.
Mm-hmm. So what do you guys kind of think of Care? I mean, like, because we don't know much about him, and he kind of just took, kind of like...
You gave me a 5 on a push, so I lost
I think the whole reason
to a wizard with what, a minus to strength?
yeah.
Yeah.
I believe -1.
Yeah.
Not as bad as my -2 to strength and constitution.
What do you guys think about his tarot card?
Tarot cards.
Tarot,
cards.
thank you. Tarot cards.
In which regards? As a player or as a character?
Kind of both. Like, what do you just think of it all? What do you just think about
As
it?
a player, I think it's kind of cool as a unique
Yeah.
version of a divination wizard.
Mm-hmm.
As a character, it's most likely not the craziest thing I have or will see.
Yeah.
So I'm more or less indifferent about it. It's just a different way to use arcane magic.
I see.
So
I see.
that's kind of the viewpoint I have on it.
As a character, Coil's probably more familiar with them than most people because he's been with him for a good while.
Yeah.
And he's seen him use it before to the point where whenever he pulls out a card and gets like a vision, he's like, oh, I know what's happening, I can prepare accordingly.
Yeah.
As a player though, it's a super cool twist on the potent feature which divination wizards get. And I was super impressed by too is they're not just like a lore thing. He has a physical set of cards with based on constellations in the setting.
Wow.
And like the physical cards, a deck of 22 cards with a designs on each of them that he has specifically made himself, and I think he said that it took him like 2 months to show them all.
It took him a while because he started making them before
Mhm.
campaign 1 ended.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 months. And if we ever get a chance to show them to the audience, like
Yeah.
I'll have to make them do so. It's a really cool. They're
Yeah.
really cool designs.
It's way cool. I don't know. I mean, Kara went through with us, like, we saw a super, super dark side of Kara. And, like, he went from, like, that loving father that...
To be fair, he
Ooh.
always was low-key sociopath, but
Mhm. But that was next level. I
Mhm.
think it stunned, like, a lot of people. What did you guys think about him sucking the poison out of her?
As a character, he's a UNT. I don't know
Yeah,
their culture,
like-
so
No.
for all I know, that could be normal procedure.
Yeah.
But
Like, here, let me cut you up and suck the poison out of you.
so like,
I was working fast to try to, keep the arsonist alive. So I'm like, cool, okay. There. What are you... Okay.
You're like, oh.
Like, okay,
Cool.
you do you.
Do we trust Care? Or well, I mean, I guess that's a loaded question because we don't really trust anybody.
We
I
don't
do.
trust anyone.
You kind of have to.
that's
He's
it.
your
To be fair, I
father.
trust almost everyone because
Mm.
I'm baby.
Baby. Alright.
Coil he really do be baby though.
So, kind of moving on to what like we're currently doing. What do you guys have any goals that you want to do when we get to Repton? Do you have anything you're wanting to do? And also, what do you think we're gonna do? How are you guys gonna get your papers signed?
So, in terms of the papers, that's kind of tricky.
Yeah.
So, what we could do is we could forge it, but then again,
How?
we'd run the risk of running into the person we're technically forging their signature of, and they may have a good enough memory to say, I never signed that during
Yeah.
the arrest. But I don't know what the militarized side of Repton is like, so I guess we'll just have to see once I get there and make
Yeah.
a plan there.
Mhm.
Okay. What do you guys want to do in Repton?
Hopefully pick up some low-level quests or
Yeah.
adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Just something easy enough to do without gaining too much attention and without being too difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of have, which is really cool. We're not being kind of like, since he changed his.
It's a lot more sandbox instead of railroad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of cool because he did change his style of DMing. And if he was in the room, he could tell you all about it. But
That'll be a full episode on its own.
I know, right? But since we kind of have like Ithalian to our disposal, we're kind of
Burn it to the ground.
Let's get a couple more levels. Let's get a bit more financially stable, and then we can go
Why are you so
adventure.
practical?
Because I'd rather not be in the woods and run out of money.
That's true. No food, no money.
Yeah.
Well,
I just go hunting.
Well, that's what Bastion would do too.
I'm sorry, I can't live off of field mice.
You can live. You can live off of rabbits and other stuff you find in the forest, my guy.
Kelsian was raised as a urchin, as a street rat. He is better with cities than he is forest.
Oh, versus everyone else. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So you guys kind of excited of the way he's kind of doing things now? Like we're free reign. We can do what we want. Like
Yeah, so why are we going into a graveyard of
I know,
undead?
that was my question. Why are we going into the graveyard?
Why are we going into
no,
this?
I was following the other two.
As
They were
soon as he
following
said,
you.
yeah, as soon as Jaren said that the plant life seems drained of like
Okay,
Of life.
Sokka's a
I'm like,
bark. Okay,
this is
she's a
undead.
hunter.
I'm not going down
She
that.
doesn't know that. She doesn't know what undead
It's
are.
like screaming it.
I don't know.
The entire area just screams undead.
How is she supposed to know that? She doesn't cast spells. She doesn't know anything about undead. She literally went from hunter to mercenary to like whatever. She doesn't know these things. I don't know. They were being chickens. Okay. Anyways,
I'm just
sorry.
gonna, toss a boomstick in there and call it good.
Hello.
We want to help the spirit. It's fine. It's great. We want to help the spirit.
Just leave.
Yes, because we want a ghost in debt to us.
Exactly. I don't know. Okay, so fine. You think it's stupid. Are you guys kind of excited at least?
No, it's
I'm
stupid.
going to have to help to keep
Yeah.
you fools alive.
Duh. You don't have to.
I'm gonna be like.
I'm fine with taking the car. I'm fine with starting a solo campaign. You
Yeah.
all can die.
Well, yeah, let's go. Just go take the cart. Skedaddle. Oh my goodness.
Okay, fine. So after we hit the graveyard, where after we hit the graveyard and we get to Repton and get the paper sign and like if we have some side quests, what do you guys want to? Do you guys have like an idea of what direction you want to do after that, or what kind of things you want to do? Because I mean, you guys got
It
stuff
depends
you
on
gotta
what-
do, right?
Me, not so much. I'm here for the ride.
We know Dafton's got something going on.
I gotta track stuff.
What was those things falling out of the trees?
I think
What?
fell out of the trees. Those papers into a garbage pile.
Yeah.
That wasn't even my story, and I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't got. You don't have to. English is. I
Don't have to
good.
worry.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
Is that something you're gonna want to be doing though when we get to Rumson or afterwards or anything
Not
like
with the
that?
team's knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. No, teams. I need to go more in depth through that backpack.
Mm-hmm.
More. See if I can
I'm here
find-
for the ride until something surprising happens.
Yeah. I just need to be in the cart and not on my horse to do that.
Yeah.
Because it seems
Coil, ride my war horse. He just stands on its head.
yeah. or it just knows how to go in the direction everyone else is going, and Coil's just sitting there playing his mandolin on the back.
That's how he's instructing the horse.
Go to the left. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. What are you guys thinking? I mean...
I have my
I'm
own
waiting to see what
things
pops
I
up
need
in
to
Repton.
do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for a fresh start, so whatever happens, happens.
I mean, Cedric's from Repton. I'm excited to meet his parents. I'm excited
I'm not.
to meet
Yeah.
the people that raised this child.
To be fair, as
I'm
far
gonna
as I
laugh if he
understand, they did
brings
not
up
raise him as
the
much.
when I cut off his fingers. It's like, yeah, this guy cut off my fingers. What? I did no such thing.
Coil's
I don't know.
Coil's
They kinda
playing
fell
on
off.
his mandolin on top of the warhorse, doing a gallop rhythm. Like starts playing like, I don't know, an Iron Maiden song while he's
No. I'm just thinking that Cedric is so charismatic. His parents are gonna come in and be like the most blandest.
Like
mouse.
just
He has a charisma score of 9.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
charisma. Like mechanically, no, he's not charismatic at all. But like in character, he super is.
Mhm.
it's because it's stupid.
He's got the voice of personality going.
Exactly. So I'm just guessing either his parents are gonna be just as much as he is, or gonna be like the people you talk
Just
to,
like a
and they
base dwarf.
yeah.
It's just a normal dwarf, and you know and then Cedric.
They both have like different like accents.
One has a
similar to-
British accent, and one has an Italian accent.
No, one's like
Italian.
Yeah, Italian.
Italian.
Yeah.
one's like New York mobster, and the other is like
Proper.
Brooklyn. Like, hey, I'm walking here. Actually, no, one would be a Boston accent, the other would be like
Bostonian.
a Brooklyn accent.
Ah. I just can imagine you telling his parents, yeah, I didn't cut off his finger. It's okay, we've been there.
I mean,
we get it.
No, he hit me, then he died. So what? No, he hit me, and then he died. I didn't swing anything. He just died. Call it back to the first fight in episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, no, the lizard guy just kind of died.
It's
Fell
fine.
over. Yeah, he just kind of fell over dead.
I don't know what
I didn't even
happened to
swing.
him, Yeah. Yeah. So those are all the questions I kind of had and things I wanted to bring up. Is there anything you guys wanted to talk about or like had on your mind that we need to discuss?
Yeah, why did you murder Brock?
Okay, do your job, okay?
You can't use that line against me.
I can.
No, you can't.
You were not doing your job last time very well.
And what job was
I
that?
don't remember.
Yeah, so you can't.
She apologized. Brock is no longer with us.
You still kill them.
Okay, he's not dead anymore.
That doesn't change the fact that you killed him.
She didn't mean to. Okay, that's the question. Is anybody else scared that Sokka's just gonna like get really mad at them one day and then just kill them?
No, because I have enough escapes that I feel like I could easily take on Sokka.
Yeah.
Health-wise, probably not. Skill-wise, maybe.
Is Coil really afraid of Sokka ever since she saw that
Coil
she
is afraid
murdered?
of everyone, I'm guessing.
It depends on the person. Like, the lower end of his "hey, I'm scared of you" spectrum is probably like Cedric and Aneth and Care, while he's probably a little bit more scared of like Sokka,
Yeah.
cause like
She brutally murders people on the daily.
like he's at least a little bit scared of everyone after that whole situation with the prisoner or the arsonist that we interrogated.
Was Coil afraid of Care after kind of seeing that? Because, I mean, Coil ran out into the forest.
A little
and
bit.
He wouldn't come back.
It took him a little while, but like for that moment, he saw everyone in the group as monsters, to say the least.
I mean, what made him forgive Care just because he's supposedly his father?
Because how I'd probably say it is more like he knows that he wouldn't last long on his own, because that's sort of how he's been able to
I see.
survive for as long as he has, is by basically getting help from other people wherever he can.
Some more survival instincts at that point.
He's gone from, I'm not going to spoil how many and who exactly they were, but he's met several people, like several groups of people before this one.
Oh.
This is just the latest.
Makes us feel special. I see. Interesting. He's only 9, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well, I'm really
Despite
excited
the fact that he is the height and weight of an average 3-year-old.
I'm actually really, really excited to see your backstory and kind of dig into that. I'm actually really excited to see everyone's backstory, but...
Did you make a tabaxi with dwarf syndrome?
Yes, actually. So the idea I had was that... So tabaxi are normally based on big cats, like leopards, jaguars, panthers, etc., etc. The idea I had for Coil was that he is based on a munchkin Scottish fold kitten. So he's got like the stubby proportions, the folded over ears, the big dopey eyes. Because if you look at pictures of like actual kittens, like especially young ones, their eyes are like, they almost like go apart a little bit. And it is the cutest thing ever because it makes him look so derpy and it's great.
That's just your goal, to be the most derpiest character.
Well, no, his entire, like, play style as a character mechanically, because he is a glamour bard, and the whole thing is basically radiating, like, it can be, like, personality, etc., etc., but no, he is literally weaponized cute.
Aww.
That is his whole thing.
I want to see that. Like, I want to see a physical representation.
I need to do that at some point as well.
You
Like,
do.
I haven't gotten a chance to use it, but that's literally what his Mantle of Inspiration feature is, which is his first subclass feature. Basically, he can expend a use of Bardic Inspiration to give himself as the rules describe it, wondrous appearance.
Ooh.
And I believe that gives everyone around him temporary hit points and some other stuff as well.
That's pretty cool. That's an idea for next campaign if we ever get there. Who knows?
Not gonna lie, because I save every character idea that comes to mind. I have ideas already written down.
Yeah.
Like, I have a character on backup ready to go if needed.
Oh, just in case Coil dies.
Well, for campaign 3, because
see.
I have way too much free time on my hands, and I don't like, in quotation marks, I obsess. No, I have big, hyperfixating tendencies.
If it is worth doing, it is worth overdoing.
Yes.
There you go.
It's like, I will either be unable to get anything done, or I can work on the same thing for 14 hours straight without taking any time to eat, drink, or pee.
It's actually pretty impressive. You just gotta find that one thing.
Yeah, it's always the wrong thing, though.
It's not the thing that you need to do.
Yeah.
It's the thing you
Want to do.
need to do. Yeah. Dang. I'm really excited, guys. And yeah. Anything else that...
Not really.
Not really, no.
Are you planning on killing any more party members?
Ooh, yeah.
Goodness.
If you had a kill list of all the party members, who would be on the top?
You!
Alright.
Yeah.
And going down the list?
Anyway, I think this is where we're gonna end.
And going down the list? And going down the list?
You know, we can talk
Who
about
makes
that
Sokka
later.
the most mad?
Probably you.
You.
Or Cedric, honestly. He just pushes all her
If
wrong
I have
buttons.
to, if I have to guesstimate Sokka's kill list, it goes Dafton, Cedric, probably me, Care, then Coil, then maybe NF.
That's true. She's
Why-
really
why is
nothing.
Why is Coil the
Second.
Gonna murder a small child.
NF is a
Before
player doesn't
Anna.
fit here as much.
Yeah,
True.
she
They
doesn't
don't have
have.
as much character built.
Yeah, not enough grudging yet. Don't worry.
Yeah.
She'll move up the list. Don't worry.
What the
Off the list. I do not like
Off
that.
the list.
Sounds.
Oh no.
Just be
Are you
prepared.
gonna kill off everyone's characters?
Eventually, until
Good
someone
luck.
kills her.
Yeah,
Good
also-
luck. You do
I'm not trying to feel
realize
about
that
me
if I
being high on the
amplify
list,
my
'cause, like,
ability, you take the full damage.
I have
that you
done
deal.
nothing wrong to you. Okay, I casted Tasha's Hideous Laughter on you once as a joke. But
she
that's
holds
it.
grudges, okay?
You punched my bird thing
Yeah,
from
well,
my gauntlet.
you should have had it flying around.
Literally, all he did is make you laugh uncontrollably for 6 seconds.
Yeah,
And
Sokka
you're like,
was-
oh, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Does Sokka
I'm
look
gonna
like the
turn
kind of
that
people
kid into
that laugh?
pavement lotion.
Pavement lotion. I like that.
Please explain
Child,
what
you're
is
going to
pavement
become
lotion.
advanced paint.
And not the pretty stuff that we have on the side of the caravan. Which Sokka would never admit.
Oh, so you do like the paint job.
And this was where we end tonight's Ithalian After Hours. So until next
She's
week.
just in denial. She digs the paint
She
job.
doesn't want to talk anymore.
It's